Haha! I am Groot! I am the biggest guy in the Universal animated movie history, and these are my creatures, the Minions. Man, yeah, manana, yeah, man. And Auntie Unto 100 is going to do off-topic stuff, episode 36 today. And my movie is one of the most popular movies of all time, and 100 days left for my fourth movie coming to theaters, which all the other 100 is so excited to get revenge on Joel's band together fan 2001 by seeing the film in theaters on day release in 100 days. Right, Minions? Yeah! Yay! Yeah! Introduced to Ozzy 100. Hope you guys love my Gru voice impression. I have a really amazing voice impression of Gru. Hey guys, it's Onji 100 once again, and after watching that Rock Strikes Back's off-topic stuff episode 30 today, I decided to do off-topic stuff today, guys. I'm doing the 36th episode today. So yeah. And here's my Easter cake. Here's my Easter cake right there with the orange egg. Here's my Easter cake right there. I love Easter egg cakes. Easter egg cakes are awesome. Let's see. Let's take a little bite. Let me throw the plastic in the garbage. Sorry guys, I was eating my Easter cake. So yeah. It's been difficult for guys to study Despicable Me 4 coming in 100 days. Today or tonight. Let me show you right now, guys. I'm gonna do our reaction / rant on Joel's Band Together Fan 2001's biased and praise it like it's better than God review on Joel's Band Together. That's right. Tonight, I'm gonna film my reaction / rant on Joel's Band Together fans review on Joel's Band Together to celebrate the 100-day countdown to Despicable Me 4. I can't wait to tear this rant to shreds and compare this movie to Despicable Me 4 and the other Universal animated movies from this decade I love, because I'm a huge fan of Universal. I always loved Universal. Their movies from this decade by Universal are doing way better, especially Illumination. Illumination this decade has given us movies that are really amazing. And at least this decade for Illumination, the studio this decade improved themselves, learned from their mistakes from their movies from last decade being hit a mess, and their movies are really possibly received. And they got really and the critics surprisingly enjoy these movies. In this decade, we probably know 9,000 movies. Sing 2, awesome movie. Mr. as a Gru, fantastic movie, way better than the first movie. Super Mario Bros. Movie, outstanding masterpiece. Migration, amazing real masterpiece. If you guys wait, what's my favorite out of these 4? Number 1 is the Mario movie. Number 2 is Migration. Number 3 is Mr. as a Gru. Number 4 is Sing 2. And I'm super excited for in 100 days to roast Trolls Band Together Fantastic 1 of me seeing Despicable Me 4 on opening day, aka Despicable Me 4. So yeah, I'm gonna say it again if you're confused. I can't wait for 100 days to see Despicable Me 4 and get revenge and roast Trolls Band Together Fantastic 1. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to tear him to shreds on my Despicable Me 4 blog. Whoa! And by the way, in 6 days, science studying back. Let's continue if you are confused. In 6 days is Easter. That's right. In 6 days is Easter. And tomorrow, guys, tomorrow is the last day of my school before my Easter break in Wednesday. That is really amazing. Tomorrow is gonna be my final day. Tomorrow's gonna be my final day at school for the second trimester, and my spring break or my Easter break will be starting Wednesday. That is really awesome, guys. I cannot wait for my Easter break. I'm going to Valencia on Saturday. I'm going to Polo Park, the theme park for the Easter celebration on Friday. Which, yeah. By the way, 100 days left for the real Despicable Me 3 that we waited for 11 years. AKA Despicable Me 4. Really excited to see Despicable Me 3. AKA Despicable Me 4. Reason why I'm saying that because Despicable Me 4 really felt like, and yes, I love Popeyes. Popeyes is amazing. I will have Popeyes for lunch on Saturday. I love Popeyes. Popeyes is an amazing restaurant. It's one of my favorite restaurants of all time. So yeah, the reason why I'm saying that Despicable Me 4 is the perfect follow-up to Despicable Me 2 than Despicable Me 3, because the ending to Despicable Me 2 involves Gru and Lucy getting married, and then 11 years later, Gru finally have a son after they get married, named Gru Jr. And that's the reason why I consider Despicable Me 4 the real Despicable Me 3 that we waited for 11 years. And after the 11 years long wait for Despicable Me 3, I'm seeing that film on opening day. That's right. I'm going to see Despicable Me 4, because I've seen that it's the real Despicable Me 3 on opening day, July 3rd, in 100 days. And no, I'm not overhyping the movie. I'm just saying because, yeah, first showing. I'm going to see this movie on first showing. First showing at 4 p.m. or 3:45 or 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm going to see this on the first showing after 11 years of waiting for the real Despicable Me 3. Because I've seen that because after taking place after the second movie left off, Despicable Me 4 will take place after the second movie for me. Because the reason why I've seen that this movie will take place after Despicable Me 2, Despicable Me 4, because in the ending, Gru and Lucy get married, and then in the fourth film, they'll have the real Despicable Me 3, they'll have a new kid for Gru and Lucy. Now they'll eat the necklace. Which, yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited, guys. Let's go. Very excited to see Despicable Me 4 aka the real Despicable Me 3 in 100 days. And I'm going to say this in camera. I'm going to say this in camera because you probably know what I'm going to refer. Despicable Me 4, aka the real Despicable Me 3, will be 1 million times better. Or should I say, Despicable Me 4, aka Despicable Despicable Me 4, aka the real Despicable Me 3, will be 1,000 times better than Trolls Band Together. Yep, I said this correctly a lot of times. Despicable Me 4, aka the real Despicable Me 3, will be 1,000 times better, or 1 trillion times better than Trolls Band Together. In your face, Trolls Band Together, Fantastic One. This is made for comic purpose only, guys. I'm not mean to be cyberbullying. I'm doing this for comedy purpose only. And believe not, if Trolls Band Together fan rants on Despicable Me 4 and he threats this movie like shit, and he says, let this franchise die, please, please kill this franchise, I will do a reaction/rant on that rant before doing Trolls Band Together fans rant on Frozen 2 reaction/rant in July 17th. Oh boy, stages for that. So yeah, and I'm very excited to see the cat, aka Poppy's cat from Despicable Me 4. As a matter of fact, Poppy's cat is actually my favorite character in Despicable Me 4, despite I haven't seen the movie yet, along with Gru Jr. They're both times my favorite characters, and they're way better than Poppy and Biba. Let's go to the Sinisa lobby to see the show times. And yes, I love Sinisa. Sinisa is a great, is one of my favorites. And that's the cinema, that's my local Sinisa, and I'm going on Saturday at Bonaire. Let's see, they have screens for their new movies. Why they only have Godzilla vs. Kong? It's very confusing why they only have Godzilla vs. Kong. The New Empire. But that film is coming Wednesday in my country. I will mention that on my upcoming videos coming very soon. So yeah. Let me see Oh. If they have migration at Old Cine Aqua, I might go see that or Sinisa. I love Migration. Awesome movie from the Illumination Renaissance. What the fuck is Johnny Pop? That movie looks like a generic kids movie. Not interested. If that looks cool. That looks great. But to be honest, I'm more excited for this one, right there. Despicable Me 4, the real Despicable Me 3. This movie will be way better than Trolls Band Together. I'm gonna say this a lot of times before the movie comes out to predict it. I think I'm not interested in Harold and the Purple Crayon. Harold and the Purple Crayon. The new movie by Columbia Pictures. The same studio that made Ghostbusters and Karate Kid and Holter and the Sony Pictures animated films. And there is actually one hatem that it's very confusing. The Illumination hate them. Why do people don't like Illumination? Why is people hate Illumination? Is it because of the animation style of the characters or the humor? I don't get it. There are good elimination movies out there. Oh, come on. Not every elimination movie is bad, man. This hate-em is so toxic. I gotta say this. The Elimination Entertainment hate-em is the worst hate-em in the studio I've ever seen in my 18 years of my life. Yep, there I said. Elimination hate-em is the worst hate-em in an animation studio, period. Besides, what's wrong with Elimination? What's wrong with Elimination? They didn't do much. They did do hit a mess last decade. I will admit that. But thankfully, this decade, Elimination has improved with their movies, learning from their mistakes from this decade. Oh, come on, they're not bad movies. I don't get it. They all and I do know is Elimination is against AI, which congrats to Elimination. No wonder why this twist in the Renaissance. I really love how Elimination against AI. And they hate it just because I know it's fine if you don't like Elimination. It's fine if you're not a fan of Elimination and you prefer DreamWorks Animation because they're both by Universal, Blue Sky, or Sony Pictures Animation, or Pixar. I don't get why Elimination. Oh, I really love how Elimination can attack AI. Oh, come on. Elimination is not the worst movie studio. Oh, come on. Elimination is not the worst animation studio I've ever seen in my life. Which, yeah, I don't get the hate. Oh, come on, the hate of Elimination is getting old so damn fast. It felt like Universal is one of the worst major studios just because of the animation studio. Oh, come on! Illumination is not only the only animation studio by Universal. We have another animation studio by Universal, DreamWorks Animation. DreamWorks is also owned by Universal. Reason why? Because ever since Illumination wasn't well received, Universal bought DreamWorks in 2016 so they could Universal could own an animation studio that is beloved for their iconic movies like Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon, Madagascar, and Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, you probably know what I mean. You guys know how much I'm a huge DreamWorks fan. I love DreamWorks since childhood. DreamWorks is my favorite movie studio growing up. Even in my teen years. Even though it has some hidden mess this decade, like Spirit Untamed, which I know my great friend Laburox hates Spirit Untamed with a burning passion. So I guys got a Gmail from Nintendo back on saying, and Boss Baby 2, but I do enjoy Trolls World Tour and Cruise in New Age, and I love the Bad Guys and Puss Lost Wish. I like Ruby Gilman, and I'm okay with Trolls Band Together. But Despicable Me 4 will be 10,000 times better. Besides, I'm very surprised that many people are praising Illumination nowadays due to the studio being against AI, which pretty surprises me because it obviously makes sense since Illumination is in the renaissance this decade with their new movies that got positive reviews and critically and got favorable and good reviews, and their films did really well, and they enjoyed them, and people seem to enjoy most Illumination movies from this decade, and finding the Illumination movies from this decade way better than how it was the studio last decade. So yeah, that's what I want to say. And Brilliant, guess what's the worst hate them in the studio next to the elimination hate them? This shitty hate them. I freaking despise the Disney hate them with the burning passion. That and Illumination hate them are the worst studio hate thems I've ever seen, especially Disney hate them. I despise the Disney hate them just because of the black people in their new movies and the LGBT in their recent movies, which I do know that Disney's not as good as it used to be in their new movies, but their older movies from Disney were really amazing, like Wreck-It Ralph, The Lion King, Tangled, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Emperor's New Groove, Princess and the Frog, Zootopia. You probably know the Disney movies that Disney used to do really good movies. And I love the movies from the 1930s to the 2010s. Yeah, even though I do prefer the old Disney movies a little bit better. Even the new movies from this decade were hit and miss. Like, I enjoy Encanto. I love Encanto, and I kind of like Strange World and a little bit of Wish. And Law and Last Dragon is very underrated. But I do prefer Illumination for the 2020s. Much better, in my opinion. At least Illumination in this decade did improve with their new movies. Recently, which you probably know what I mean. I always talk about that era a lot in my channel. Because, yeah. Comment let me know. Which hate them is worse? The Disney hate them or the Illumination hate them? Both. I hate both hate thems. They're toxic and it needs to stop. This hate them really needs to stop right now. Oh, come on, they're just movie studios. Like, no need to take these movie studios way too seriously. If you don't like Disney or Illumination, that's fine. Don't hate Disney as a studio or creative house, but you can don't like Disney as a company for the business, which I do. I'm not a big fan of Disney as a business. And yes, I'm a huge Disney fan. I love Disney since I was a kid. Disney was one of my favorite studios as a kid, but now it's Universal or Sony or Paramount are my favorite studios recently, over some of Disney. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna eat my little half of my Easter cake. And yes, I do know Illumination is way better this decade than last decade. This decade was way better. Much better this decade. I'm going to say this in camera. I'm going to say this in camera right now. Sorry guys, the camera's being blurry. That's better. I'm going to say this in camera while filming it. I'm actually going to say this, guys. This is something to roast Jules Benthinger Fan 2001. Not just the Despicable 4 is going to be better than Jules Benthinger, but I'm going to say this in camera. The bad guys, Puss in Boots Lost Wish, And the Illumination movies from the 2020s, or should I say, or should I call it, the Illumination Renaissance is way better than Trolls Band Together. Yep, I actually said it. The Bad Guys, Bruce's Lost Wish, and all of the Illumination movies from this decade, or should I call the Illumination Renaissance, are 1,000,000 times better than Trolls Band Together. Oh, that never gets old, guys. This will never get old. Even though I'm okay with Trolls, it's not a bad movie, but I've seen much better Universal movies than Trolls Band Together. Like the Illumination Renaissance films, and the DreamWorks movies from 2022. I haven't talked about my childhood shows in a while. Let's go to the clan website. Oh, I want to watch the SpongeBob movie on Sunday. Next Sunday. On Sunday, March 31st, on Easter. I will watch this movie on Easter. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I watched the SpongeBob movie on Sunday on Easter. Not a big fan of Camp Coral. I prefer SpongeBob. Where's the magazine? I love the show. Minimalist Post. That, and I do have this magazine. I will show you right now in a while. I do have this magazine. Great show. SpongeBob, one of my favorite Nicholas shows. I can't wait for in 2 months the 25th anniversary of SpongeBob. Speaking of SpongeBob, guess what's on Costa Rica this month to May? Oh boy, what is it? Is it Bluey? Is it Mario? The Costa Ricas we're getting very soon is SpongeBob to celebrate the 25th anniversary. I will buy the cookies. I love SpongeBob. That will be a great, terrific way to celebrate the 25th anniversary of SpongeBob eating these cookies. I'll eat the ones with chocolate, like in the SpongeBob episode, yeah. And I'm gonna say this in camera. SpongeBob is way better than Trolls. Not just Minions is better than Trolls. SpongeBob is also way better than Trolls. Yep, I said it. Even I'm gonna eat it with milk chocolate, white chocolate, with Gary the cat snail and SpongeBob saying hello guys, saying are you already kids, like in the theme song with the pirate. Well, come on, we all know Painty the Pirate. Who doesn't? Look at this, my best friend Nicola, your favorite Nicktoon, or Nick Jr. show, Paw Patrol. Even if it's not Nicktoon, but a Nicktoon show. Loud House, look at this, Lambo Rock Strikes Back, Loud House. I do defend the Illumination from the 2010s, but the Illumination from this decade, the Renaissance era, is 1,000 times better. Which we all know my opinion. We all know that. I defend the cringe 2018, but I do love most of the Illumination movies from this decade. They're way better than the ones from last decade. Here's Casa Grande's. I seen the movie a little while ago, and it was a good film. Really enjoyed it. But the Big City Greens movie would be way better. Oh, they have blue clues in you. Sadly, the show is gonna end. But oh, I remember watching that show when I was little, back in 2012. Oh, a DreamWorks show. This is from DreamWorks. The DreamWorks show isn't everywhere. Why didn't Universal? Oh, I remember watching that back in 2009 and 2010 on the Clan website a long time ago. These are the shows that my mom and dad grew up watching. Oh, I remember that. I remember watching that back in 2009 or 2010 or 2011. I remember watching that back in 2010, right there. That brings me back memories from the early 2010s. And here's one thing I do remember from my childhood back in 2012. I remember doing that back in 2012. This game right there, the Suppo one with the clown. I remember one scene from Suppo that loved my ass off as a kid. This one. No, not this one. The one with the dog. The dog one. Back as a kid. Oh, I remember that. I remember playing that a long time ago as a kid. I remember that. I remember playing that a long time ago back as a kid. Those were the digital days. Those were the glorious days. Sorry guys, my camera back on saying. Anyway, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Anyway, I had to charge my phone a little bit. Sorry guys. Camera. I remember one part of that game where the monitor said of the dog is as you're grounded. It wasn't me or estás castigado. Yo no he sido. When I watched that part when I was 6 years old back in 2012, I was laughing my ass off back when I first saw it. I remember laughing my ass off on that part as a kid. That was a comedy gold. I remember laughing my ass off in that part. And here's a game I do remember playing when I was a kid. Believe it or not, I replayed this game today. Man, I remember playing this game when I was a kid back in 2016 or 2015 or 2017. I remember playing that game back in the mid-2010s at school. I remember playing that game back in 2015 or 16 or 17. But I remember playing it in 2017. I remember the one where he eats the soup, the sausages, and the yogurt. I remember that. And I remember the Jose one where he goes to the party. And the one that I really like the most is the one who celebrates his birthday. I remember that as a kid. Those were the days. That's Trolls Bad DRFS also was reaction when he watches Toy Story. I do this for comedy purpose only, guys. I do this for comedy purpose only. This is not meant to be cyberbullying or something. This is meant for comedy purpose only, guys. I remember that. The birthday one. Man, I remember that. The birthday one. Haven't seen that in so many years. Last time I saw it back in 2017. Like 2017. The birthday song one was the most nostalgic part, which is this one. Let me skip that because, yeah, let me skip that. I remember that part when I was a kid, the happy birthday song from that app, from that story. I remember that when I was 10 or 10 years old, back in 2016 when I was a kid. Those were the good old days. Those were the days, man. And look at the great reviews for Migration. It got a 90% Rotten Tomatoes on Google users, 73 on Rotten Tomatoes. See, this is one of these reasons why the Illumination Renaissance is growing strong. And this is why this this decade was way, way, way better than last decade. And look at the message. This is really touching right there. No wonder why I love that movie. It got 4.6. And this critic loves the film. I don't even get why he gave it a star. But I can handle his opinion. But I do agree with this critic that he gave it 5 stars. And another movie that got positive reviews from Illumination, Sing 2. Look at the... Even though it got 75% on Google users, it did get great reviews on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. And even Means 2, it got... Despite it got 73%, this is the second movie from the Illumination Renaissance. This is when Despicable Me is starting to improve again. This is the real continuation after Minions after 7 years. Since we haven't seen the Minions in the cinema. And Despicable Me 3, aka Despicable Me 4 will be released in 100 days, which I'll be seeing that. It got a 70%. Now let's go to my favorite Illumination Renaissance movie. This outstanding masterpiece. It got an 85%, a 7 out of 10. This movie, a lot of people said this is the best Illumination Renaissance movie. I haven't seen that in years. The last time I saw that is back in 2017, I guess. Oh, I haven't seen that in so many years. I want to go back to memory. I want to go to memory lane. I want to go back to memory lane and watch these again. I haven't seen these in so long. And believe yeah, there's a video from Ice Show that he said that Illumination is being really beloved ever since he's against the AI. And this is when the Illumination Renaissance was growing so big this decade, and this decade of Illumination was so much better. Which is right there, the show right there. Even though Illumination is not a perfect studio, but it's doing way better this decade. It's not a perfect studio. I'm so excited for this movie. This movie is gonna be a masterpiece. And way better than Charles Band together as well. Let me find this one. This is the one I was talking about. This is when Illumination say, this is the best studio ever. La, la, la. It's not the best studio because we have flaws. We have flaws. Last decade, but this decade was way better. Let me put the subtitles in English. Let me go to watch. Let me go to the watch. I'm gonna put a like because it's so cool to watch this. Let me go to English. So we go translate. They are praising the Minions on Twitter. I really love that commercial right there. It's really cool. Oh yeah, they hate them. Yeah, oh, come on, they're not. Most Illumination movies aren't bad. Like, Sea of Pets got positive reviews when it came out. The Sea Life of Pets. Let's see the rain for Sea Life of Pets, the first movie. It got in 75% on Google users, which is not bad. It got a 6.5, and on Rotten Tomatoes, it got a 70%. Not bad. Not bad. It got Rotten Tomatoes at 70%, despite the sequel got 60. And even the first thing got great reviews, saying that it's even better than the sequel of a Pets one. Oh! I really love that commercial. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I can't believe Illumination is so praised recently for the NTII. Like, pretty funny. This is comedy gold. I really love these funny comments. I really love how Illumination is improving this decade and not doing bad. And not doing bad this decade. It's pretty clever, Illumination. Good job, Universal, for making one of your animation studios great again this decade, making new movies that got great reviews. I know we have different opinions. We have different opinions, which we don't know that. Anyways, man, I can't believe Illumination used to be so criticized back in the day. But now, ever since the Illumination Renaissance this decade, people seem to enjoy the movies from Illumination from this decade, despite they don't like their previous films. They said, even though they found it mediocre, but the critics enjoy their movies from this decade, which I don't blame them. Yeah, even though it's not for everyone, we have different opinions, and we do accept opinions. So yeah. Anyway, I really love. I really. I'm really laughing. So yeah, we're gonna end this episode of Offtopic stuff, guys. We're gonna end it here, guys. That's all for Offtopic stuff episode 36. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like and share with your friends, and stay tuned for my reaction rant on Trolls Band 2001 to review on Trolls Band together. Till next time, goodbye. And I am Gru. And near my minion to say bye, banana. Joe, that thing, I love doing my voice impression, Gru. It's so cool. Bye.